to another edition of History in Your Own Backyard. We're in Greensburg, Indiana today, and we are at the former YMCA that is now known as the historic Greensburg Square. And I'm with Isaac Larison. Isaac, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
So this building, can you tell me a little bit about like the actual structure, when it was built, just a little bit about that, and we'll get into some other stuff.
Absolutely. Yeah, the original building was constructed in 1915 by an architect. And I believe he was originally from the Chicago area, and this is one of two buildings that he constructed in that time era.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is one of two. Is this the only one in Greensburg?
It is. This is the only one in Greensburg. The other one was, I believe, built in Chicago.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So kind of gotten a little bit of a sneak peek coming through here.
Sure.
Some interesting things, which we got to see the gymnasium.
Mm-hmm.
The gym looks amazing.
Yeah. So we still kept the gym intact, which is beautiful. They did an amazing job on that. We did fill in the pool. We put apartments over where the pool are now. So yeah, there's some apartments over there. Originally, it was thought that we might be able to keep them, but just to be able to have the amount of apartments that we do have to have for this type of project, we had to utilize that space, that square footage for apartments.
All right. So how did you come to acquire the building?
Well, it was about 2012. The building was actually for sale.
Okay.
And I have an interest in these type of projects, and I just talked to a local realtor, and she said that they were definitely looking to sell the building, and they didn't really have an idea what they were going to use this building for. And I had envisioned of this actually putting in 55 and older to 65 and older type apartments to utilize, because I was wanting to try to bring try to bring some people to the downtown community.
Yeah.
I've grown up in this area, so I thought it'd be a great idea to bring people to just infuse some tax dollar, just infuse money into the downtown district.
Yeah.
So
it's great.
I acquired the building, and then I met with some local people to try to raise funds for the project.
Okay.
In particular, I brought in Flaherty and Collins, Dwayne Miller, they were very instrumental in the project.
Okay. And how long did that take, kind of start to finish?
Well, when I acquired it in 2012, it was completed in 2015, I believe it was. So it was about a 3-year process from start to finish. There's a lot of moving parts in it,
as there always are.
Yeah. So it was certainly a long process.
Yeah. What's one of the things that was most challenging during the building phase?
Well, the building phase was exciting. That was the exciting part of it. But definitely, just the startup process was the challenging part of it.
Okay.
Just trying to bring everybody into play. Again, we had to bring in several different nonprofit organizations, landmarks. The local Main Street was integral in this as well too. Yeah. Brian Robbins, and just trying to bring in all those parties just to get involved and just to get on board and buy into the process of it.
So obviously your mindset was for the greater good of the community here. Has this been well received? Has the project been well received here?
Absolutely, yeah, very, very well received. Just all the way from the mayor's office to the local efforts, it's been very well received.
Isaac, have there been any tragedies or anything like that have happened?
Yeah, I believe in the the mid 1900s, probably in the 40s or 50s. I know there was a fire on the second floor, where they had to reconstruct the building and such. I don't believe anybody was hurt in it or anything, but certainly it was I know it was kind of a devastating thing, as the downtown YMCA was such a big part of the downtown community. So I'm certain that it was probably shut down for quite a while.
Okay. Yeah. And on an up note, have there been any celebrities to maybe pop through here?
Well, I don't know about real celebrities, but the lieutenant governor, she did, because she is head of the IHCDA, the lieutenant governor's office is. Sue L. Spearman did make it down during the building process of it, which at that time was under Mike Pence, I believe. But yeah, she did come in and viewed the building and took a tour through it. So that was kind of neat that she was able to do that.
I'm sure she was impressed.
She was, yeah. She was very impressed with the building. So I believe it actually, as I heard, that it won an award in 2015 for, so it was exciting.
Yeah, very, very cool. The original pieces, so obviously it was a lot of new construction, that kind of thing. Can you tell me about some of the things that have remained to the original structure?
Absolutely, yeah. So as part of this process of revitalizing the building, we actually had to keep a lot of the original parts of the building, such as the floor, the quarter round, the base trim, all the windows. If you notice, they're all the same.
Yep.
A part of the structure. The fireplace is as well. So yeah, we had to keep that, which really made it just such a beautiful building to be able to keep that. And it was Flaherty and Collins was kind of spearheaded that, and they did such a wonderful job of just redoing all the buildings. If you kind of just look around, you'll notice that they refinished them all, and they just did a beautiful job.
Yeah. So when Will and you and I were talking in the gym earlier, I looked up and saw the track.
Yes.
Was that part of the original gymnasium?
Absolutely, yeah. So back from 1915 to 1995, of course, the gym is still intact, and they had the running track that was around the gymnasium, which is probably about 16 feet up in the air, where they would run around, and I'm sure they had to probably make about 40 trips to equal a mile, but yeah, it's still intact up there, and you can still use it today.
It's still in use?
It is, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So with the apartments, what can somebody expect to find when they come here to find their home?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, there's actually there's three types of apartments here. There's studio apartments, there's one-bedroom apartments, and there's two-bedroom apartments. And in those apartments, they're all electric, and they're actually Energy Star rated. So which means the government actually sets the standard for the energy that are the energy rated appliances, microwaves, and the heat pumps as well too.
Okay.
So yeah, so when you move in here, you can expect to keep your utility rates low and have one utility rate other than your cable and things like that.
Right.
So yeah, so that's something that's pretty exciting for somebody that's moving in.
Yep, that's brilliant.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you find overall that it's a good community. The folks here get along. They're out engaged in the actual community itself.
They are. It is a really good community. Very low crime rate. This is centrally located to a lot of shopping, downtown shopping, a lot of restaurants. The hospital is only a few blocks away as well. So it's very, very well centrally located. For the community.
Yeah, absolutely. Almost like you could get around without a car.
Very tight-knit community. You have the downtown courthouse, which is a historical monument for the state of Indiana.
Right.
So it's just centrally located, just a great area, great community.
I can see why you wanted to stay here and build here.
Absolutely. I made roots here, 30 years ago myself, so definitely have enjoyed the community.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, Isaac, thank you for being able to stop by and touch on the history of the building and what it's turned into now and how useful it is and how beneficial it is to the community of Greensburg. And I appreciate your time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good to meet you. Appreciate it. Thank
you
so much.
Too.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching another edition of History in Your Own Backyard. I'm Susie, and today I've been with Isaac learning all about this former YMCA in Greensburg, Indiana. Remember, travel slowly and stop often. Bye for now.